wonder if the Ukrainians are down here, because what was pretty much sanitized, I'd say.
That'll be the last building we'll arrive before we get to the bridge.
Any activity past the bridge there? My eyesight's bad.
I don't see anybody. Yes, right here on the right.
Roger.
Same story.
We're pulling into the right here.
Hello. Anybody home?
Hey, we're all good. We're gonna use this spot here, so we'll continue on down towards our meetup point. So we'll move on to the second phase of this. You guys good to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Roger. Oh, shit.
Structural integrity of this building is way lacking.
Yeah, did get.
We'll go up here and make a right. And then we'll make another right. Make a right here. Looks like it's gonna be this right here on the left.
I think so. I think it is them.
Hop out and make contact with him.
Come in, it's cold.
Is that?
Привет. Your friend will not come?
Did he
I'm going to close the door. There are seats if you would like to sit.
Sure. Thank you.
Let me go check if I have warmer out back.
Привет.
It's very cold out today.
Yes, it's very cold. We've been storming for some time now. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. Let's have a seat here. I apologize for my friend. He does not speak any English, but he knows you are coming. He's a friend of Faruz. I would like to thank you for recovering my friend. He's a very key asset to this in the whole scheme of things, if you will. So yes, I wanted to bring you guys here as I have some information about Cebo, one of the media advisors or propaganda experts over at NZK. It turns out that the individual is...
Okay, but firstly, we're gonna need to take you somewhere else, okay? We didn't stop here for a whole meeting.
Is something wrong?
Not that something's wrong, that we need to take you somewhere else. Is that fine with you?
Am I under arrest?
No, not at all. You came to us.
Oh, okay. I thought the meeting was going to be here.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be today.
Okay. If I am going to come with you, though, is it okay if my bodyguard comes with me? I've paid him lots of money.
Yes, that's fine.
Very well.
When he gets to the vehicle, he has to put a weapon in the vehicle. The trunk,
Maybe-
okay.
Yes. Yes.
Do you just want it in trunk?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Спасибо.
Alf model.
Why don't you take the front seat?
Very courteous, thank you.
Okay, we shall go into this building right here. We shall go into this building right here.
You follow me?
Very good.
Is it okay if I grab my gun?
Yes, it's fine.
It is cold out here.
Very.
I can't stand the cold.
Friends of yours? But
Please take a seat.
sure.
I'd like to introduce myself. We haven't been formally acquainted yet. My name is Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you. My name is Nicholai.
Nicholai. All right. It's good to meet you, Nicholai. I'm glad you decided to come in today. So these gentlemen behind me they're just friends of mine.
I understand. Привет.
Could I get you anything? Drink of water,
No, I'm perfectly fine.
cigarette?
Surprisingly, the heating out there and the electricity is still going, so I have a working fridge and some food to keep me good.
Okay. Well, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, what brings you to us today?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm looking to perhaps give the Ukrainians and the Americans some information on
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, come right inside.
a friend
the
of
rifles. There's a guy on the
an
second floor
ex-friend
with
of
a,
mine,
AK.
if you would say, leaving the country. This is important to me because he has met with somebody in recent days that I think NATO would be interested in. He is widely considered to be the leader of NZK.
One of you guys can come up here,
and
one
he is
can
here
stay on the bottom
in
floor.
Donetsk.
Just
Okay. Does this gentleman have a name?
Yes, we call him Pharaoh, but nobody knows his real birth name. I can give you some background information on what has happened with myself and my friend, and why I'm in this situation now.
Okay. Yes, that was actually going to be the lead into my first question. Why are you working with the Ukrainians and helping them out all of a sudden?
Well, it was tied back to a situation that happened not when I was employed in NZK. The way that the group works itself is they have a somewhat of a dedicated army. Like they get people who are politically driven, or people who wish to have some say in the way that the politics are run. But it's mostly just a group of insurgents who consider themselves to be a militia.
Okay,
And,
so let me see if I'm tracking. So the way they work is they get a group of ideologues and disenfranchised, and then others that just want to be a part of something.
Yes.
Okay.
This makes up what they like to call an army. It's nothing like an army, but they like to consider themselves an army. Even this Pharaoh individual, this leader, he was ex-army, but nobody really knows from where. But there is a joke amongst the people who are hired, as he is reliving his glory days through NZK. But I was not necessarily a part of the radicalized faction. I was part of the other faction, the people who were hired, if you will. We were hired on to work in media, as well as security protection. This is where I'm not sure if you're familiar with Wagner Group, but they were involved for some time as well. I was hired specifically to be a communications specialist, so they put me on the job of sending sensitive information between the foreign affairs as well as domestic affairs within NZK.
What kind of information?
Anything that the leaders wanted to get across from each other. Me in particular, I was directly working underneath a man who goes by the name of Stefan Shapoval. He is recently deceased, unfortunately, but he was in charge of foreign security in NZK.
Okay, so you
So
were a courier.
Yes, I was internet courier.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me?
So how do you know so much about Cebo? Or what do you know about Cebo?
Yes. So essentially, I was tapped into a network still that was allowing me to see his communication. The screen was open back in my where I'm living now, but we are still fortunate enough to be part of a server that he is in with a group of, let's just say, Islamic terrorists. Contacts.
Telegram?
Yes, Telegram. I was able to track something that he was sending to one of them as he was requesting, and this is the first time it was used in months. He was requesting some type of exfiltration from Ukraine, as he has quit NZK, according to what he said. He also stated that he met with Pharaoh in the recent days. And I'm unsure, but it sounds like this exfiltration will take place at the airport here in Pakyar. It sounds like there was some type of unmarked Cessna that came in this morning. I heard it come overhead, but there's been no sign of Cebo's vehicle.
Okay. Can we go back to the first question? I'm not sure we actually really got that covered. Why are you working with the Ukrainians all of a sudden? Because I mean, you're an ex-NZK member, and I'm sorry, I may have missed it, but can we cover that again? Why are you working with them?
I haven't gotten to it yet, but yes, I
Okay.
can definitely explain. So, in my time working here, before I even started working here, other jobs that I was doing across the globe, I met an individual in Saudi Arabia known as Farouz, who is a good friend of mine. He's been a good friend of mine for years, and we've decided to sort of do a partnership, if you will. When we were hired on by NZK, we were tasked with, like I said, managing databases, server information, communications. We found a bug in NZK probably back in, it must be October now, and we tried to bring this up. What was happening was somebody within the group itself was sending sensitive NZK information over to the islands in South Asia, but we couldn't pinpoint it. We got pretty close to it, but before we found the bug, just the night before, we identified that the source was coming from Zaporizhia. We tried to bring this up to officials above us, but they said that they would look into it, and I guess word had gotten back to the bug himself, and overnight, IPs were rerouted, and Farouz, my close friend, was framed for all of this. he has been tortured for months by NZK. They have been trying to get information out of him, like where he's been sending NZK information, but he has no answers. They've done horrible things to him in that tower. This is why I have decided to aid you. It is because, and to be quite frank with you, Brian, I'm a vengeful man.
Okay, fair enough. How long has Farouz been in country?
Well, we came in the summer, so we've been here for maybe 5-6 months now.
Okay. How many people have been recruited outside the Ukraine for NCK?
Somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 fighters. This is including Wagner.
And he's fleeing because they're still trying to pin him for the bug.
Are you referring to Cebo?
Yes. I thought that's who we were talking about was Farouz.
But Farouz, yes. Cebo is the current African foreign propagandist who is trying to leave. Cebo is my friend who you've recovered yesterday from the tower.
If I could ask really quick, what was the vehicle that he normally drives? I heard you describe it. You spoke of it a second ago.
Yes, it's a black 4-door. I don't have the actual model, but
Okay.
he doesn't go anywhere without his driver. But he likes to lay low. He doesn't travel on a helicopter. He doesn't travel in convoy. He just travels by himself with his driver, who, from what I hear, is very dedicated to protecting him. He will die for him.
Thank you.
But yes, Cebo is fleeing the country from what I assume is pressure. He is, like I said, a foreign propagandist. He has a lot of contacts in Boko Haram, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They are probably pressuring him to get out of this region before things destabilize further. So from what I saw on the telegram, he's met with Pharaoh. So he knows where Pharaoh is staying. And between you and me, anybody who meets Pharaoh even being in country is bad. It means that things have gotten very bad for NZK. This is not the type of guy to come to a place like this. This is the type of guy to stay in fancy hotels in Saudi Arabia or be on a yacht somewhere out in the Black Sea. This is not a man to come here and work on the ground. He had the military overseer for that, but no, he's not here anymore.
Well, it's because his organization's coming to an end.
Yes,
Correct.
Thankfully, yes.
You know about Yuri? Yuri
Yuri.
Lenkovich?
I've never heard the name, no. Yuri Lenkovich.
Who is this military overseer you speak about?
He was killed, I believe, Monday night in Chosi to the west. Yes, his name was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Pavlo Tarasovich.
Pavlo? Oh, okay. I think we've heard about this individual.
Yes, he was besieged by, I believe it was the Ukrainians, I'm not sure, but he was killed. And the news has spread, and Pharaoh seems to have been shaken by this. He is in country now, trying to piece together whatever remnants of NZK are left.
So Pavlo, this was your logistics guy. He ran your QRFs.
He ran everything.
Yeah, he ran everything, all your military operations.
Yes, it is like Pharaoh is the face, but he was really the brains and the tactics of NZK.
Yep. Okay. So, let me go back, look at my notes here. You said you don't know where Cebo is now?
No, but I do know that today at some point he is heading to the airfield. The unmarked airfield here in Pekker. He will be taking off from there. There is some Islamist-funded group who is agreed to get him out. And if I know Cebo, that plane is probably a one-way flight to North Africa.
When would he most likely be making movement?
Well, I did hear the plane this morning, so I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the day he will be leaving.
And you said that he knows where Pharaoh is.
Yes, he has been to wherever Pharaoh is staying.
Okay. If you'll excuse me for just 1 minute,
Absolutely.
I'm going to confer with my friends over here, and we'll be getting back with you here shortly.
Take all the time you need.
Yes, appreciate it.
I'm gonna go grab the guy downstairs.
Okay.
What's going on? Did you tell him we're taking a break?
Yeah, I told him I was just going to come talk with you guys. So the Cebo guy's getting ready to leave today. He's leaving. He's going to be departing from the airfield just outside of town here. They've got a small private plane there. There are some radicals that are helping.
We're taking the red trucks.
They're funding the little operation out.
Stand by 1, Woods. Be advised, I want you to move to marker 1207. Say again, marker 1207 on attack. Over. Acknowledge. Continue.
Hey, discard last. We're taking Nova Spec.
All right, continue.
So, I mean, there might be a little bit of a battle there to get him and nab him up.
He says he's, at least his perspective, he only rolls with one guy for the most part, or has one really loyal.
Yeah, that's what I got.
It could be more, but
yeah, they got to be buddies somehow. Cause I think they came in about the same time, and they both pretty much did the same thing.
No, I'm talking about there seems to be one guy that stays with him that's loyal to. That's ready to die for him.
Are you talking
His
about
guard?
Yeah, okay.
Right. But I guess we should expect more. But yeah, I have.
Well, he's not necessarily loyal. He paid him. He's paying this guy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He's
Gotcha.
a hired hand.
Okay, well, let's also talk about what else we can ask him. But I have one of the Nova guys in Johnson going to near the airport to stay. Okay. You want to go over what we should ask him, or you got a couple things?
Well, I mean, really, what we're after is finding Pharaoh, and the guy that's leaving, that's trying to skip town. This Cebo guy, he's been with this guy. He knows where he's at. So we just need to really start getting set up to capture this guy, so that we can find out where this Pharaoh guy is.
All right, you want to go let this guy loose?
Yeah, we can cut him loose. I'm good with that.
Okay. We're gonna have to drive him back to his spot.
Yeah.
Woods and Harris, do you guys want to drive him back?
Yeah, we can do that.
Happy to.
Okay. So yeah, just go back to the meetup location. I'll meet you guys back here.
All right.
You need anything? I'll be on our net, obviously.
Well, partner, I think we're done here. I appreciate your time. We're gonna drive you and your friend here back to your place.
Very well. Thank you very much for your time today. Hope I've been useful to you.
Yes, sir. You have. We appreciate your time and coming in and speaking with us.
And do you have a cell phone by any chance?
I do not have a cell phone, but I've only stayed in that area. I do not come out. You pretty much know where I live at this point.
Okay.
You can come anytime.
You're not moving out of here? This place
No,
is pretty destroyed.
Well, I will be waiting to get Farouz back before I make any movements.
Okay. Do you know where Farouz is?
I believe he's with the Ukrainians at the airfield.
Right.
The Ukrainian airfield. Do you have any way to get him back to me?
No, we don't at this time, but I wanted to keep contact with you. Maybe we could get this sorted out in the near future.
Yeah, what's
I
else
could
update?
get you disposable. I could get one of my disposable phones and have you.
It's fine. It's fine. I know where you live, like you said.
Sorry, Johnson, repeat. I believe so.
Sorry about the switching gears here, guys. It's gonna be a little chilly.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
All right.
We'll converge on that location. Closest vehicle initiating that contact. How copy?
Sorry, 1 sec, we've got an armed individual in front of us. I believe he's the guy from before.
If they take contact, it's gonna burn it all.
Yeah, you might want to let them know just to maybe itch your trigger fingers.
What's your situation?
One might call up, tell you.
They're dealing with me. Yeah, so we'll post up near this T intersection. 100 meters out here. Yeah, right here would be good, because then we'll get visual on him at least passing up ahead of us, and then we can just zoom up, meet up Woods, or sorry, Harris.
Yep.
They try to tuck us on near that wall, where the break in the wall is. We're kind of like hugging it.
Right here.
Good enough. Why did they go in there?
Felon 4 set inside the house. The guy with the gun appears to have moved off. No further movement on that. Over.
You know what direction?
I think he went south, southeast.
He's coming our way.
I'm 90% sure it was the guy from before.
That guy's
Our
coming our way.
friend's friend.
Tan vest with an AK and a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
If that guy walks up here, it's gonna look a little weird sitting in this car right here.
The intercepted closest can make that contact, and then everyone else can converge on that location so he doesn't squirt.
Hey, we'll fixate down the southeast road then. That's the only way he can't get past us.
Hey, firm, in addition, we're going to run cleanup on this as well, so we need one person designated to take target vehicle. Over.
Hey, we need to make sure we specify that we're not to shoot this guy.
And attempt not to kill the target. Alright, don't kill the target. We need to question him.
Mars radio check 33 tech 3. Name of Charlie.
I do like the fact that this car's a stick shift. Vic to the east, coming down the road. Got eyes.
Black sedan right there.
We will be okay, yeah?
Confirm black sedan coming your way for. Move.
False vision. Engage.
2, move. Front wheels, good enough. They're hopping out.
1 down. Up 1's on the move.
Yeah, let's get out. I'm right here. Hopping out. I'm hopping out.
Oh, dude! Fuck!
He's escaping north.
Hey! Hey, do you have a...
Okay.
Stop!
That's that!
Relax.
That's that!
Relax.
Retriever!
Look, relax. Come.
Got control.
Fires. Got it. Does anyone have a body bag?
Negative.
Yeah, I don't. But who do we want driving this car? I got it.
I already designated Nova.
Oh, roger that.
Got security down the road.
He needs a wheel. Don't move. Hey, get him out of here. I'll take care of this.
Where, road? I got left.
Just go straight.
Frost, hold security. Come on.
Moving with that.
Next left.
Package inside.
If we'd have known, we could have called up a drone to take out that plane too. The guy in it.
All vectors at base.
Cebo. Assalamu alaikum.
You good? Get this gentleman out of the cold, shall we?
The only African in Ukraine. Congratulations.
What, boys?
Piece off my head.
Cebo, so what do you speak? Arabic? French? Ukrainian?